Onward, Christian soldiers, marching as to war, with the cross of Jesus going on before. Christ the royal master leads against the foe, forward into battle, see his banners go. Onward, Christian soldiers, marching as to war, with the cross of Jesus going on before. Oh, for a faith that will not shrink, though pressed by every foe, that will not tremble on the brink of any earthly woe, that will not murmur or complain beneath a chastening rod, but in the hour of grief or pain will lean upon its God. A faith that shines more bright and clear when tempests rage without, that when in danger knows no fear, in darkness feels no doubt. Lord, give us such a faith as this, and then whatever may come, we'll taste and hear the hallowed bliss of an eternal home. A charge to keep I have, a God to glorify, a never-dying soul to save, and fitted for the sky, to serve the present age, my calling to fulfill. Oh, may it all my powers engage to do my Master's will. Arm me with jealous care, as in thy sight to live, and O thy servant, Lord, prepare a strict account to give. Help me to watch and pray, and on thyself rely. Assured if I my trust betray, I shall forever die. Rise up, O men of God, have done with lesser things. Give heart and mind and soul and strength to serve the King of Kings. Rise up, O men of God, his kingdom tarries long. Bring in the day of brotherhood and end the night of wrong. Rise up, O men of God, the church for you doth wait. Her strength unequal to her task, rise up and make her great. Lift high the cross of Christ, tread where his feet have trod. As brothers of the Son of Man, rise up, O men of God.
Good evening! Let's edify the saints with professionalisms and shenanigans. There will definitely be plenty of professionalisms and shenanigans. This I can guarantee. Oh, I hope everyone is having a great day. I really do. And if not, I hope that it can get better from here on out. Really simple. It is. Is that too much to ask? Facebook tells me Reba's watching. Reba! Wouldn't you know it? She's watching. Hello, Sister Reba. And I have my sunglasses too. Fun Friday! Hooray! 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 Today's the day. I even went out, Sister Reba, and snagged you some garden photos to give a garden update for you. I know. I do believe we have a tagger tagging. I'd like to think so. It should happen eventually. But we need Sister T. We got Reba, so that's always a good start. We need Maureen, the Sheilas, Kathleen, Debbie. Yeah, there's a whole lot. We do need Vera, Laura, Maureen, Darlene. It'd be nice to see Sister Love. Carol, the Carols, the Sheilas, the Debbies. Sam. Wouldn't even be bad to see Sam. uh, I'd like to have a couple more in here before I go off in our garden adventure. I don't want to leave them behind, right, Reba? We need Skylar, although he might be busy. Huh. Yeah, I think he's busy. It looks like it. He just sent me some pictures. Hmm. Okay. It looks like he's playing with a tarp. Or a building covering sort of thing. Anyways, Anna. Good to see Anna. Although knowing Anna, she's probably here, lurking. No, boring is the wrong word, Sister Reba. You're just pretty relaxed. Perhaps laid back. You're just chilling. That's why you got the sunglasses, right? Yeah, see? Anna is here! Hello, Anna! Good to see you, sister. Sure, she just got here. Mm-hmm. Right. Well, it's good to see you, Sister Anna. And I hope your day has gone well. I hope Reba's day has gone well. I do. Anna says, I did. I believe you, Sister Anna. I believe you. I'm just giving you some grief. I mean, we have to have our stalkers. For example, the viewer on Rumble. I mean, we appreciate the viewer on Rumble. They stalk. They just lurk. But we appreciate them. And the one on YouTube. Anna says she had a crazy day. Hope my day is good. My day is good. But then again, to me, good is kind of a broad sense. I mean, I didn't die. I didn't get hurt, so that's a pretty good day. Although I will agree with you on the crazy day aspect. Today was kind of a crazy day. Even here. The YouTube is also Anna. Good job, Anna. Good job. More places than one. Are you using YouTube to cast me to the TV? Reba's day has been great. She says, how about you? Well, Sister Reba, I'm glad to hear that your day went great. I am. I had kind of a crazy day. But it was a good day. The weather wasn't bad. It was just a little warm. Anna says, yes, exactly. I figured as much. And then you can just hold your phone and comment on Facebook and then watch me on the TV. That's what I would do if I wasn't the one being live. Anna is a double agent. Yes, she is. She is. I am too. I've been on all three at the same time. On my phone. Yep. I can watch the same stream on 3 different programs at the same time on my phone. Anna says, you have me figured out. Well, that's what a double agent would want you to think. The next thing you know, they're a triple agent. I really wonder if that tagging is ever going to come along. I'm beginning to wonder. I really am. Yeah, it was a good day. We got a lot done. Didn't have any major problems. It was just kind of crazy. One of them fast-paced days, if you know what I mean. Yeah. It was kind of a fast day. But I'm doing great. Let's see here. I'll sing one song here and then get to the garden tour. Yet again, or still, CJ is absent. Still up north enjoying time with family. So, we have no rains. My name is in the book of life, oh bless the name of Jesus. I rise above all doubt and strife, and read my title clear. I know, my name is there. I know, my name is written there. My name once stood with sinners lost and bore a painful record, but by his blood the Savior crossed and placed it on his roll. I know, my name is there. I know, my name is written there. Yet inward trouble often cast a shadow o'er my title, but now with full salvation blessed, praise God it's ever clear. I know, my name is there. I know, my name is written there. While others climb through worldly strife to carve a name of honor, high up in heaven's book of life, my name is written there. I know, my name is there. I know, my name is written there. Hello, Skylar! Hey! He was able to join us. And Anna and Reba greet him. Sister T says, hi, family. Hello, Sister T! It is good to see you, sister. And Alicia did get the tagging done. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you very much. We still have our little 3D printed CJ here, overlooking us. He's with us in spirit. So, the garden tour. Thank you, Reba. I like that song too. It is. I don't know if you all have noticed, but I like a lot of songs. pretty equally. There's a lot that are in my favorite category, and that's one of them. I just like the song. Anna says LOL. Sister T greets Skylar. Anna says agreed. Thank you. Anna says me too. She has quite a large variety of favorite songs. I mean, I know it feels like I probably say this is one of my favorites all the time, but that's because it is. Who says you can't have most of the songbook as your favorites? Oh, excuse me. Alright, which one should I use? Probably this one. This one seems to be a good one to capture. Ah! That's not at all how that's supposed to be. What happened there? Huh. Okay. That's a little weird. It is just a wee bit weird. Hey, no. Don't do that to me. Aha. I'm getting there. No, that's not the way I want to go. Still. Why? Stop. So if we go about like that, we should, in theory, be able to kind of get me back in proportion. Aha. Well, if I go a little bit more like that, now I'm tiny. Then I can kind of grab this one and make it a little bit bigger. There we go. Every little bit helps. Yeah. Reba says, yes, it's like saying your favorite Bible verse. Well, the majority of the Bible. So, at the start of our garden tour, you walk into the gate, and the first thing you're greeted with this year is the onions. And there is one of the onions. It is the variety of onion known as candy. Oh, wait. Yeah, it's a candy. Candy onion. And it is known for being able to obtain really nice sizes while having good flavor and being a rather versatile onion. So right now, that one is about the size of a tennis ball. So it's doing rather well. This is a row of them. And they are of varying stages of growth. Donnie! Top of the evening for you. What flavor of ice cream did we have this evening? And how are you doing? Yes, and don't mind all of the weeds. We've had a good bit of rain, and I'm just now getting back on top of the garden because it became a jungle there for a while because it got hard to get into the garden. So, yes. I am starting the process of conquering it again. But I have 5 rows of onions, a little bit longer than what you can see here. Reba says onions, one of the basic necessities of life. Right? And there's nothing like a good, fresh, homegrown onion. Matter of fact, I picked one of the bigger ones here and gave it to Larry, my boss, and he used it last night, and he said it was a really good onion. It really went well. Oh, Donnie says no ice cream. They're out of the state visiting the wife's family. They're in Illinois. Well, safety for your travels, and I hope that you have a great time with the family. John Schaefer, I believe, sister. I believe it was John Schaefer. Hang on, I can find him real quick. Yes, it was John Schaefer. I meant to get him put in as a name, but I was running out of time this morning and couldn't remember his name this morning. And, yeah, so I unfortunately did not get him named. It occurred to me later as I went through the day. I'm like, oh, that was his name. Yeah. Yep, it was John Schaefer. He is a minister out of Nebraska, primarily. That's where I believe he lives. Yes, he's the evangelist at the Church of Christ in Kennery, Nebraska. So he was over for the gospel meeting a couple of years back, and yeah, he came up with the group to help door knock at surrounding towns here. Yeah, it's been about 2 years now, maybe 3 even, but yeah, probably closer to 3. Wow, time flies. Yeah, he came up to help with that, and he brought a group of people from. The majority of them, I believe, were from Arkansas. So he is a very good speaker and a really nice guy. Anna says, "Thank you. It was a great lesson." Yes, you're welcome. I basically just opened up the folder of Menlo videos, clicked one at random, and threw it in there. I saw it was one with him, and I just, as I said, I couldn't remember his name at that time, so, you know. Reba says, you have you have your onions all in a row. I do. I have 5 rows of them, even. Anna says, he said that. Yes. He probably did. Very, very good speaker. So, next, as you're walking into the garden, you turn, you look at your left, right after the onions, and you find my cucumber trellis, which is what's right here. And I know this picture is kind of a mess. I agree. Why am I... Oh, I buried myself. Okay. That help? There we are. There we are. So yes, cucumbers. And they're starting to climb up their trellis. Behind the cucumbers, you have a volunteer tomato and my peas. This would be my peas. Right in here. There's another fence that runs right here. I let them climb up, and they climb up onto the cucumber trellis too. But the idea is that as the cucumbers grow, they will provide shade for the peas so that the peas don't get cooked. Although it hasn't worked so hot this year. But the peas are doing well. Unfortunately, they are shell peas. I like sugar peas a lot better, but I only had shells, so sometimes it's just what you get. And right here is the volunteer tomato. I put a cage around him. He just came up. He showed up for duty right there. That was his thing. And I think I have. Oh, I didn't. I didn't get another picture of him. That's the only picture of him, Mr. Volunteer. So that's on the other side of the trellis. Is my row of cucumbers. The other row, and they're two different varieties. And as they go, they'll eventually meet in the middle. And all the cucumbers hang down. And it's just the best way ever to grow cucumbers is to put them on a trellis like that. And it's just a cattle panel with two stakes driven into the ground, as you can see here. And then you let the middle stand up like an arch, and then stake the other end, so it stays that way. And yeah, it is a really effective, really nice way of growing cucumbers. And one variety is called Dragon's Egg. They are a kind of a smaller, but not real small. They're about that big around. They can be. Let's see. They can be about that big around. But they are a really nice muncher variety. They're white. They are not bitter. You can just grab them and bite right into them. Yum. And then the other variety, now don't ask me which one's which. The other variety is the lemon cuke, which I've grown for quite a few years now, and they kind of start off whitish and then they get kind of yellow as they go, and they're a prickly one, but they're also um, a muncher. You rub them on your shirt like you do with an apple. All their little pricklies come off, and then you can just bite right in. They're really good flavored cucumber. They're called lemon cukes because they are supposedly have kind of a citrusy flavor, which I've never really noticed it, but okay. But they do look like lemons sometimes, so take your pick. Reba says they look nice, all of them. Thank you, Reba. She says, have you ever sat on the front porch and shelled peas with your grandma? Fun memories. Not really shelled peas, but I've snapped beans with grandma for hours. Yeah. Grandpa would bring up a 5-gallon bucket of beans and set it there. And then you'd snap it. You'd snap the beans into another 5-gallon bucket or into the pot, So, yeah, I've snapped beans with grandma. And indeed, they are precious and fun memories. Moving on as you go. Here is my tomatoes. The ones that are deliberately planted tomatoes. And this is a hog panel that I've set on cinder blocks so that it's not on the ground. That way the tomatoes can grow up through the hog panel and then rest its vines on the panel so that all the tomatoes aren't in the dirt. And it's another really good way of growing tomatoes. This is one. Then a little bit over. Here's one. And then I think that's not one. And there's one right up there at the very top, which we can't see. So, but it's a row of 4. Reba says that's about the same thing. It is. It really is. The memories are the same. Nope. You sit there for hours and you do it. Oh. This is my cabbage. And I need to get it helped. It needs a little bit of help. And as many of y'all will probably remember, as I've said before, I don't use chemicals in my garden. But instead of chemicals, I have a spray by the Safer brand. That's the name, Safer brand. And all it is basically liquid vitamin B. And you spray it on the plant, and the cabbage moth can't eat or digest both the moth and the larva. They can't handle vitamin B. And so it causes them to go sluggish and then go kaput. So, it's no chemicals, you're just spraying your plants with vitamins. And it is a lot safer than using any chemicals, obviously. But I haven't gotten around to doing it this year. I need to go get it out and do it again, because otherwise these cabbage moths are going to go crazy through it. But as a whole, the cabbages are doing really well. Especially considering last year. Which last year's cabbages didn't even get half this big. And they stayed that size all year. Which I still can't figure out. They didn't die. They didn't grow. They just stayed the same size, alive, all year. I've never heard of such a thing or seen such a thing. But it happened. They stayed the same size as when I put them in the garden. It's weird. So that's the cabbages. And there's a row of them, but these two are the biggest. They're also the only ones that came up in that planting. The rest didn't come up. So I reseeded, and so the rest are about half that size. Well, maybe a quarter. So I just took a picture of them because they're the biggest. Here's the watermelons. They are planted on a hill. They got all nice and hilled up. Now this hill in the garden is where the rock from the driveway gets raked up. Because there used to be a driveway where my garden was. It ran kind of diagonally through one corner of the garden. Go figure. So we raked it up into a hill, and we alternate planting watermelon and beans. So sometimes it amounts to a hill of beans, and sometimes it's just a pile of watermelons. This is that variety of watermelon that turns yellow-skinned when it's ripe. You don't have to thump it or bump it or use any of the other methods for telling if a watermelon's ripe. You just wait till the watermelon turns gold. And it's called the Royal Gold. Golden. Yes, Royal Golden Watermelon. And do not be alarmed at the yellowing of some of the leaves here. That is natural. Because as the plant grows, the plant itself turns yellow. It is weird, I know. But it's kind of a neat little quirk. It's it's a very special watermelon. Good flavor, good texture. It's my favorite variety of watermelon. Top of the line. It's so easy to handle and work with. They're coming along nicely. About ready to go full runner mode. Here is my okra. Okra. Da, da, da. And the okra got swamped this year. And it wasn't until about 2 days ago or so, maybe three, that Ezra and I uncovered the okra. Because they were surrounded in pigweed. Skylar says, "Yep." Reba says, "Now you're talking." Skylar is driving and listening. Well, we are glad to be your accompaniment. Keep your eyes on the road. I don't have to worry about that because Skylar's a very safe driver. He is. So yeah, the okra is coming along nicely. Reba says they still have the same looking leaves as other watermelon. Yes, they do. Yeah. Although, in person they're not quite the same shade of green. But yeah, as the plant itself goes, it starts to turn gold. Right now it's still young yet, but give it a month or so and the leaves will start turning gold. Sister T says, I love watermelon and okra. Me too. As does Reba. Reba says that too. And they're really side by side. Just yeah, I was thinking that too, Skylar. I was thinking it too. I just wasn't gonna mention it. I just wasn't gonna go there, but on every other time, you're a really good driver. But yeah, you were safe even then, so no one got hurt. Praise the Lord. Yeah, I even have pictures of that I can show them. I might do that after the garden tour. Yeah. We're getting there, Skylar. We're getting there. Oh, speaking of getting there, there's Skylar's cantaloupe. Ta-da! I feel like this picture got put in upside down. No, that's right. That's right. Reba says, wow, that's neat. Yeah, it is. It's a neat variety of watermelon. Mm-hmm. And she says, me too, to the cantaloupe, as does Sister T. We all love cantaloupe, let's face it. Skylar's laughing. He says, well, I did, O'Shea. He went there. But there's your cantaloupe plant there, Skylar. It is coming. He's doing his thing. It is the only one out of the entire 2 rows of cantaloupe I planted that decided to show up. Everything I planted in that week really was very spotty. I guess it was just a bad week to plant. But you either got 1 or 2 things out of the entire row or nothing. It was kind of weird because I kept everything watered, but still only 1 or 2 of them showed up that week. And then all the replants did great. When I planted later, they came up great. So they're just a couple weeks behind these ones. So, except for the muskmelon, by the time this one got up there, I think it's a little late to plant muskmelon. I think I could do some research and find out, but I got a feeling it's getting a little late. Anna says watermelon, yes. Okra, no. I like my okra pickled. It's the best way to have okra. It is a sin for Anna to eat okra. Thou shalt not partake of okra. It is unclean unto Anna. 7 days shall the cleansing thereof be. I like it pickled. Just not fresh. Just not fresh. It's slimy when it's fresh. I like it stewed or in soups or fried, but pickled is the best way to go for okra. Sister T says, "Why, Anna? Why?" So this lovely plant here, Reba says, "I'm sorry, Anna. Can anyone tell me what this plant is? Not you, Skylar. You're driving." Any guesses? Well, it just means more okra for the rest of us. Yes, pickled okra. Sister T. Pickled okra. You can pickle okra. Nope, not tomato. We may have all of Anna's okra. Thank you. Your sacrifice is appreciated. Reba says squash. Ding, 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 ding. That is a summer squash. Yep. Or, as we say around here, summer squash. It is a summer squash. And this is his friend. And there's 4 or so of them. Anna says she loves squash. Yes. Now these are straight neck summer squash. Your most common one is crook neck, wherein the neck of the squash has, a crook to it or a arch. But this one's straight neck. There is no crook. It just comes straight off. And it's a really good variety of squash. I might be able to go dig up a picture of it even for you. No problems there, Sister T. No problems. She's never heard of pickled okra. I'm pretty sure we've mentioned it before, Sister. Reba had just had pickled okra yesterday. Yummy. It is. It is it's the best way to have okra. But yeah, there's my summer squash, and they're having a fun little time there. Here are some of my bush beans. Do I have more of a row picture? No, I don't. Bush beans. And this is the beloved dragon tongue bean, which I've showed before, which Dad has showed numerous times on stream. But they're coming up. They're doing nicely. They're getting past this little stage of crinkle crunkles, and they're coming out doing beautiful. So, going quite nicely. And see, I planted one row of beans. Some of the beans I'd saved personally. And I thought they were dragon tongue, but I was mistaken. Turns out they're a different variety of bean that I've grown once before. They are a climbing bean. And, or string bean. String? Anyways. Pole. There we are. Pole bean. There we are. Although, they probably go by all those names. Anyways. Nonetheless, they need something to climb. And this variety is called Blahild. Yes. Blahild. And it is a purple bean. And it is a shelled bean. But it's purple. And so I'd saved the seeds, and I planted a row thinking it was bush beans, and it wasn't. It's not. But I'm not unhappy, because now I have 2 rows of beans. Different varieties, even. It's a miracle. It's going well. I got the trellis put up 2 days ago for it to climb, and it's enjoying that. Now here are my potatoes. Some of them. They are doing rather well. And they were going really well till just before the rains. I was keeping them hilled. They're growing beautiful, lush like that. And then during and after the rains started, I think we have some, what are they called? Not gnats. Not nymphs? Nematodes? Yeah, anyways. It's a little critter kind of torturing my potatoes because they're doing this to them. I can't find any beetles or anything, so either it's something in the ground eating on them, or it is something attacking them from above ground. But I don't know. I have yet to solve this problem. I need to go put some diatomaceous earth on it. It's always a good place to start. And see if that helps. So, as you're walking through the potatoes, you have some that are croaked, like this one. And then you have some that are really lush and beautiful, like these ones. It's really random. Reba loves squash too. And we've almost come full circle back around to the gate. And here is my tower of carrots. They are doing exceptionally well. I figured out last year, on accident, that planting an onion with the carrots really helps them. Which, that's what this is right here. This is an onion. It got overgrown, but it really helps them. Keeps them looking better. I think it keeps certain little parasites away from them. But regardless, it helps a lot. So, yes, using a tire. Actually, using 3 tires, Sister T. It is a stack of tires filled with dirt with carrots planted in the top. It lets the carrots grow down and through easier. So, and then when harvest time comes around, instead of pulling the carrot and breaking it, you just lift up the tire and pull the dirt away from the carrot, and yeah, a lot easier way of growing carrots. And I don't have my special black nebula carrot with me this year. Ran out of seed. I'm trying to remember. I think this is a French variety of carrot that are supposed to be a little bit more bulb-like, but are supposed to be really good flavored carrot. So I don't know. I don't remember. It was a free seed package, so yep. I just threw them in there and let them go. And that's it. That brings us up to date on the garden tour. Reba says, that's interesting. Which part? The onion or the tire or carrots? Let me see if I can find some other pictures. Like, for example, the one of that squash. I think I know approximately when it is. When in history. Let me look here. Timestamps. Gotta go find timestamps. There we are. When was this? July 26th. Okay, which July, I wonder? Reba says, we shall see! She says, the whole concept. Well, good to know. Good to know. Let's see. If I'm gonna guess, I'm gonna say it's gonna be this July. July 16th is when that one got sent. Hmm. So it's not that July 16th. You are very welcome, Sister Reba. My pleasure. I love doing the garden tour. It is rather fun. I enjoy it. Okay, so this July wasn't in that one either. That is a little weird. Oh, I know it's not that July. Oh, weird. It should be in this one. You're welcome, Sister T. Thank you. I enjoy taking you all through the garden. It's a blast. Getting to keep you all informed on what's going on. What's going on? Let's see. Hey, yay. Yay. Yay, yay. I wonder. Okay. Now they should be there. Would like to pretend. So we go all the way back up to current time. And of course, they're not going to be there right now. No, it's going to take a little bit of time for Google to upload to Google. Anyways, so if that's the case, there was when CJ was with us. Hey, Skylar, do you remember when you had that moment with the truck? Well, there's with the Blazer. So the truck is still doing fine. Reba says her dad always had about 4 acres of garden every year. He also had a green thumb. I think it skipped a generation. My grandson loves the garden too. Well, at least it's still in there, It may skip a generation, but it's still there. It does exist. So that's a plus. There it is. And let's see here. Ta-da! This is what resulted the one time Skylar wasn't a safe driver. he went to turn over to Casey's. He was following Amos, driving the truck, and he didn't see the white van coming down the road, and because the angle, the sunlight, and everything, didn't see him, and head-on collision. Everybody was all right. Praise the Lord. Only damage was the truck, which I'm very glad that's the only damage. Reba brings plants home to die. Poor plants. But yeah, so that was the result. But praise the Lord, both Skylar and Amos and the other driver were fine. Boop. Well, that's a good dream to have, Sister T. Yep. Precious memories. That was Amos's truck. It was the work truck. Skylar was driving it. Amos had just gotten a Blazer. Amos was leading the way in the Blazer. He turned, went to Casey's, to the gas station. Skylar went to follow him and didn't see the... Oh, it's not my picture, so I can't zoom in. Didn't see the... Wait, can I? What was that? Oh, ha! I figured it out. Didn't see the white van coming around this curve right over here. And they met somewhere in this area. Yep. It happens. But everyone walked away fine. This was... Let's see here. When did this happen? November 8th in 2024. This is what it did to the white van. Put it on its side. But the driver of the white van was fine as well. Matter of fact, I believe that's him right there. He's a little shaken, but completely fine. So the Lord was definitely with them in that incident. So that was the one time Skylar had a boo-boo driving. Other than that, he's a really good, safe, extremely safe driver. And even then, with this crash, everyone still turned out safe. So Reba says, all I can say is that he did a good job tearing the truck up. He did. Well, it put the van on its side and totally smashed the front end of that truck up. This is what it did to the steering wheel. It broke the steering wheel. Skylar walked away with a couple bruises, but No gashes, no broken bones. Yeah, he was sore afterwards, but it just thank the Lord they're all okay. It broke the steering wheel. And then we always have to remember that National Coffee Day is from January 1st to December 31st. Ah. But there you have it, folks. The adventures of the West Falls. Good times. The Garden Report. Rita says, wow. Yep. It took him a couple days to recover. She says, exactly. Reba, wow. Yep. So, y'all, we even got to go 12 minutes over. If our Taskmaster was here, we wouldn't even gotten this far. I gotta pick on him. I just do. I love my brother CJ, but he needs picked on from time to time. So, y'all, thank you for being here, for singing with me, for touring the garden with me. Isn't the internet a wonderful thing? Virtual tour right there. Yep. I still wonder if the picture of my squash come in yet. No. Still hasn't. That's a bummer. I'll show you on my phone real quick before we head off. I have access to it, Sister T or Sister Reba, but I've never really used it. Not really. I use a lot of tips I find online and a lot of family garden knowledge. This is some of my straight neck squash. Right there. And this one happened to grow into a fused two of them. But as you can see, they get to really good size, good quality squash. And which way is it? That way. There you go. That's really good, tender, nice squash. And this was a couple years back. So, yep. That's my squash. Sister T says she enjoyed this. Love y'all. Good night. Good night, Sister T. I enjoyed being here. Enjoyed having you. Reba says thank you so much, Osha. I enjoyed it very much. You're welcome, Reba. Thank you. I do too. So, till we meet again, God bless you all. Stay safe and stay strong. I hope that you've all been able to receive a little bit of encouragement through your time spent here. A smile. Yes, they are pretty. They're a very nice variety of squash. So, y'all, till we meet again, God bless. Stay safe and stay strong. I love each and every one of you. Bye bye. Cheers. Cheerio. Pepe.